Good morning, guys. Let me show you the view. I don't know what time it is exactly. I did see the sunrise, but it's a bit lazy to show you. Look at this though. Amazing. There's a Petite Île, small island. And sunrise is somewhere over there. Here's our little camp. Dead lizard on the table. It's pretty gross. A souvenir from Scotland. I had a great time over there. Such a beautiful country. It's nothing like a morning climb. Start the day for breakfast. Wow! Pineapple and papaya. Yes, and of course also the sugar cane with which they make sugar and rum. Rum in La Réunion is not the best one, but it's subsidized, so I mean the sugar cane is subsidized, so they still make a lot of it. You will see a lot of it all around the island.
De psychologie avait défini le burn-out écologique comme une peur chronique d'un environnement.
Sugar cane.
Ces convictions ne sont pas des hypochondriaques, car ils puisent, eux, leur anxiété dans des faits réels avérés. Traiter un éco-anxieux de malade, c'est comme reprocher à un non-aveugle de voir.
A small point of view. So here is a river Langevin, and if you go upstream for a few kilometers, there's an amazing waterfall with canyoning activities, a lot of pools which you can jump in. It's an amazing river. And I also wanted to show you, this is how they harvest the sugar cane. With these, so they bring all the tractors they're full of cane. It's been most of it has been cut by hand. Maybe not here because it's pretty flat, but around where I live, it's very steep. So you can only cut them by hand. And so they bring the tractors here, and then they sort it out. Put it in this green thing, and under there is a lorry that will take the sugarcane to the factories. So there's a factory in Saint-Louis on the west, and I think another one on the east, Rivière-du-Mât. So they mostly make sugar and rum and sugar products, but they also use the residuals to heat up a furnace that will you know, heat some water and produce electricity. Okay, Marie is waiting. Time for lunch. Fish with ginger and some spicy piment, and also some lentils and rice and a vegetable nem. With the view, of course. Always the view. View is very necessary here. Wanted to show you something. We're right on the side of the road here in the south, and it smells like vanilla because this is vanilla. It's an orchid and it grows along the trees. Of course, people have planted them and tied them, as you can see. And originally vanilla comes from Mexico, and it needs this endemic Mexican fly to pollinate it. So all the vanilla you see here has been planted and will be pollinated by hand, and it's quite a complicated process. And I think it was a slave from here that discovered the process back in the days, and he was freed for it. So let me show you again. Vanilla. This is how it looks on various trees. And vanilla is pretty good here. We're making a stop at our friend Simon. He's a host, a Airbnb host. We went 2 or 3 times in this house over there. And he plants vanilla too, as you can see. On every tree is vanilla. And he's really a nice guy. He showed us around everywhere, all the spots, the beautiful beach. It's a very nice place. Simon's on Airbnb at Le Tremblay. Okay, I can show you guys. This vanilla has been pollinated. So this is how it looks before it ripens. And all of these were actually pollinated by hand by our friend Simon in yellow behind me. I love how they climb the trees. There's quite a lot. I got quite a few from Simon. He sells them very cheap. It's not really his business, but he will sell you some or give you some if you come here. Yeah, he's got plenty, and they can climb up pretty high. Look at this one. It's pretty high up. It takes I think 4 years for a young plant to give her first flowers, and then I think the flowers pop out only at one night, and you've got to be there, because if you miss that one moment, no vanilla. Some other trees, I have no idea how these are called in English. Anon in French, or in Spanish chilimoya. And this is where our host is. Oh, I don't know if you see, there's a beautiful ocean over there, a lot of trees, coconuts, palm trees. You can actually eat the heart of those palm trees. It's very famous here, called palmis. They make salad or cooked dishes. Oh, also something specific from La Réunion is those walls made out of lava stones. I think they're quite good looking, quite beautiful. Here's a dog. You know, it's not his dog, but he decided he would live here, that life would probably be better. Probably is. There's a lot of abandoned dogs in La Réunion. They estimated around 150,000 dogs that were abandoned at some point, maybe 70,000 now. It's quite a problem. That's a cute little dog. Do you have anything to say for the camera? Are you wary of the camera? Camera shy? Not so much. Second one's over there, scratching. Those are lychees, blooming. Looks like there will be a lot of lychees. From the look of it, there's so many flowers. Imagine every little bowl will be a fruit. So it's going to be packed with lychees. And if you've never tasted proper lychees from a, lychee growing country, they are amazing. They are much better than what you can find anywhere else. And look at this. This is La Pointe du Tremblay. There's lots of lava going to the ocean because the volcano is over there. We'll see that later on. And on this place there's a lot of lava tunnels. I already visited one or two. They run a long way if you want, almost to the top. Here we are, back on the volcano. Actually, this is a lot of lava, so the volcano is up there. You can't see the top because of the clouds. It usually is like this. It's always quite cloudy in the afternoons over here. But remember, the volcano goes pretty high up, like 2,600 meters. There's actually an awesome trek that goes from down here to the volcano and back here. But we've just been told that this loop is about 60 kilometers. And yeah, here is the ocean. So it goes all the way down there. Let us see. Whew. So drone pilot, our bikes. And yeah, down this lava, actually somewhere more over there, I think, there's a lot of lava tunnels that we visited. So we're going this way. It's a lot of ups and downs, climbing. It's pretty tiring, and it's quite hot and humid here all year round. And right now we're in winter, so it's not so bad. A little something I learned when we visited the lava tunnels. Obviously when there's an eruption and all this is lava, liquid lava, there's nothing that can grow in it. Except for after maybe something like, takes a few years, but the first thing that comes is this moss, and it will break the stones, the minerals, and I think the second plant that can grow on it is this one. And they will break it even more for these to come. I think these come after. And then later on, Philaos trees. They look a bit like pine trees, but they're not. tropical, but they've got needles instead of leaves. You can see them over there, but you can't see their leaves. And it takes, I think, I've been told 10 or 12 years for these mosses and the first plants to break the ground, and then some more elaborate trees can grow. Maybe it's even longer, I don't know, but at first this is not only the mosses. They'll have to break the minerals, and but at first it's pretty desolate, and you can imagine there was probably a forest here, and when this went down it burnt everything. Actually the entrances of the tunnels, they're more over here. I mean, if we had time to walk I could show you a few entrances. And I just wonder how this pickup truck got there. Such a rough terrain. And it's raining, so I'm gonna put some raining gear. This will be our second camping spot. So this is it for today. I think we did probably 60-70 kilometers with a lot of ups and downs, so quite tiring, especially how untrained we are. And yeah, this is the kind of place where people, locals, they love to come here on weekends. On weekends it's usually full of people, music, barbecues, there's some toilets. People love to come here on weekends, and there's places like this all around the island, and also up in the mountains. They also love to go up there where it's cold, put something warm on, be in the fog. Something we wouldn't do, well I wouldn't do, but they love it. Yeah, this is a very nice place. Ocean is over there. Not exactly close, but it's good to get a little bit away from the ocean because there's a lot of wind and noise, so for sleeping not always the best. And also all the salt. And okay, so this is where we're staying. Marie went to get a beer and something sweet for me.